What's up, Army? I'm Z, and this channel shows you the world through my lens. I am very sorry. I know it's been a long gap, but I've been struggling to find the time to do longer reactions, and I didn't want to go off script. So I was just trying to be patient until things got sorted out. Just a quick life update for you guys if you haven't been watching my other videos, which I'm not sure how much crossover there is between what you guys like and what the other stuff I react to, but basically we moved. So we're in a new space. It looks different. Yes, this is my new office in the new house. And so the moving process was just all encompassing of our time, and I just wasn't able to do the stuff that I wanted to do. But we're in now, we're getting settled in, and I'm back to work. This is my first kind of full week of working, and I'm happy to be back. We're starting with album reactions. I wanted to make sure this is going to be the first album I react to since restarting album reaction. So you guys were on the top of my mind. But let's jump into this. This album is called, I have the name. It is called Dark and Wild. This was released in August of 2014. I think this has 14 tracks. Let me see. Yeah, I think it has 14 tracks. I have some background information which helps me kind of get into the right mindset of what I'm about to go into. And yeah, is there anything else I'm supposed to say? No, I'm just happy to be back. I'm happy to be back. Hopefully you guys are happy to have me back, and we can get back to our album reactions. Starting with track 1, we have the intro, What Am I to You? I believe this is just RM on this one. I'm gonna go ahead and reload this because I looked these up a few days ago. All right, here we go. Oops, what did I just do? I'm very sorry. Rough start. So this is post-school era, right? So this is now we're out of school. Oh. Wow.
Come here, I'm about to take you higher.
Sorry, I need to turn the closed captions off. I forget sometimes. All right.
Come here, I'm about to take you higher. We about to set this love on fire. 이런 느낌 처음이야. 엄마도 못 말렸어. 내 진심을 말했고 결국에는 내가 yes. Baby, you should know you change all of my negatives to positive. 가시를 세우고 있지만 볼 수 있어 너의 장미를. 다시금 날뛰게 만드는 그 사람이 너란 사실을. 아직은 알 수 없겠지만 내가 전부 다 알게 할게. 당신은 난 배고파. 너의 오빠. 다른 놈팽이들과 달리 인정받고파.
What's Opa? I don't know what Opa is. I want to be your Opa. Comment down below, guys. Let me know. Yeah.
너의 오빠 다른 놈팽이들과 달리 인정받고파. 뻔한 영화 대사처럼 들리겠지만 난 sixth sense. So I'll be different. I'll be missing. I'll be kissing you all the time, girl.
I like that because it might seem like a typical line from a movie, but I have a sixth sense because Sixth Sense is also a movie. So that was kind of cool.
Get 난 sixth sense. So I'll be different. I'll be missing. I'll be kissing you all the time, girl. 눈을 떼봐도 맘은 뗄 수가 없어. 자 이제 시작이야. I'm your pocket monster. 너도 맘을 주고 나도 내 맘 다 줬어. 오늘이 어제보다 행복해졌어. 근데 왜?
Man, the composition, it feels like I'm watching like a fairy tale movie. Like if it feels like those old time animation movies that we used to watch. Like it feels like this could be a track on Snow White or like one of those things, right? So there's a lot going on with the composition.
트레인처럼 혼자 내게 연락할 핑계를 찾지 만나기 전보다 더해 애인이란 이유는 부족하지 맨날 탄답 1년 잔다 2년 18때 안 오는 메시지 넌 의지를 잃은 키퍼난 허허 벌판에 달리는 메시지 그래 처음부터 18때 안 오는 메시지 넌 의지를 잃은 키퍼난 허허
I'm like Messi running all over the place. Messi was my favorite player.
벌판에 달리는 메시지 그래 처음부터 이게 공평할 수 없는 게임이란 건 알았어 널 이기고 싶던 건 아니었지만 계속 지고 싶지도 않았어 조금은 달달하게 막개가 쏟아지진 않아도 남들처럼 발짝 닦이고 때론 위로와 진심을 담아서 서로를 위하는 것 네가 몸이 커진 것도 understand 난 항상 너의 밑에 서 있으니까 understand 널
That was clever. That was clever. I understand because I'm always below you or something like that. He said, I'm understand. Like if someone's standing up and you're under them, you're understand. Oh man. One of my favorite artists of all time, Lupe Fiasco, he has a line. I'm gonna just say it real fast. He was like, even dog, he said the S word, but I'm gonna say even dog poop was once Okanuba, which is like a really high quality brand of food. Underdogs of the past can be the up in the future. That was a crazy line, right? Because the food with the dogs eating it, it's under the dog. Underdogs can be like big deal, but you eat it and it comes out as poop. Anyways, I'm probably over explaining it, but I thought it was a really dope line, and he just did the understand line. That's a really dope line.
understand 난 항상 너의 밑에 서 있으니까 understand 널 공과처럼 바치고 있는 난 아무것도 할 수가 없어 어느새 습관이 돼버린 석소 넌 또 좋지도 나쁘지도 않다고 해 내가 앞서가니 아닌 건 아닌 건데 내 자기는 짝사랑 난 팔에 막하는 막사랑 좀 잡아줘 이건 꼭 상대 없는 줄다리기가 달아 what you say oh baby don't you play 네가 불길이라도 꿋꿋이 걸을게 그러니까 제발 모르는 사람
Even if you're a fiery road, I walk firmly on it. That's a dope.
play 네가 불길이라도 꿋꿋이 걸을게 그러니까 제발 모르는 사람 모르는 듯한 눈빛으로 날 보지마 자꾸 내가 내게 아무것도 어디든 그때가 생각나니까 What if I to you girl What if I to you I do love you crazy do you 이랬다 저랬다 사람 맘 좀 헷갈리게 하지마 자꾸 이따식을 거는 계약서에 도장 찍자 하루에 뽀뽀 몇번 카톡 몇번 그렇게까지 해놓은 속이 좀 시원해질까 What if I to you girl What if I to you I do love you crazy to you
Wow. The amount of emotion and passion. We definitely aren't in school anymore. This ain't no school time puppy love situation. Now it's real life. That I love this. I love that their albums are so far themed and put together this way. Right away I can feel a difference in their view of relationships and their experience of what those relationships are like, just through the lyrics that are being being sung and being rapped. So very cool, nice start to the album. I think it sets the tone that this is a different era, and I like that. And I like that in the beginning of this track it showed that the beginning of adult relationships can feel very similar to what that school love was like. And that's what you felt in the beginning of this track. But when that middle part happened and we kind of it was almost like a fast forward, that's where it's like, okay, well now this is the real stuff that happens. So that was really dope. Track number 2, I believe this is the title track. Not title track, sorry, the lead single. Sorry about that. This is the lead single that was dropped, and this is called Danger. I do have the closed captions on for this one, but let me go ahead and refresh. Good thing I refreshed. Let's turn those closed captions on. All right. Okay. was nasty. I'm getting a little bit hot. Let me just quickly turn it down a bit in here. Sorry about that.
핸드폰은 장식 내 남친이 맡긴 하니 I'm sick 왜 숙제처럼 표현들은 밀어 우리 무슨 business 아님 내가 싫어 던던 되게 던던 좀 살가워져라 오늘도 또 주문을 빌어
I'm gonna just say it right now. I definitely can't appreciate the dancing fully because I'm reading at double time just to keep up with the pace. So far the beat is incredible. I absolutely love this beat. It's like really good at matching the tone of the title of the track, Danger, and the way that RM came on with his verse. Wow, that was a fantastic start to this song.
나 삐지겠던 적이나 있었니? 너 귀여니? 나 침몸이 생기길 네가 더 사랑하는 기적이 내가 없는데
I wish a miracle would happen. You'd love me more than I do. That you love more than I do. You love me more than I love you, I think is what that line is supposed to mean. Like I said, we're not in school anymore. Wow. Is this what I wanted and dreamed of? Yo! And this is an amazing like continuation from the intro. We kind of like the intro kind of talked about these things already, and now we're kind of getting an expansion on that. Man, and it's just one of those things like you sometimes are in a relationship where there can be an imbalance of feelings. There can also be an imbalance of just the way people operate. Some people are like, they like to share a lot. They like to be very affectionate. They like to be in constant contact. And some people are a little bit more reserved in those aspects. And it could be that you love each other the same amount, but the way you express that love is different. And sometimes the fact that it is different can make it hard to feel like you're being loved because it's not happening in the way that you kind of, express it. So this is awesome, man. And this song is like fantastic. It is so catchy. I'm gonna shut up now. You're a trickster, you're a criminal. Wow, he's got a lot of betrayal in his. This seems a little more. He's saying he finds out stuff about you from your friends, not from you. This is not, yeah, this is like a next level up. Can feel that way. Okay, so in my little PDF file that gives me all the information about the album, about what's going on with the group around this time, and then some information and backstory about the songs themselves. It's an amazing document. You know who you are. I know we don't want to share your name, but I greatly appreciate all the help and all the information that I get from you. So thank you so much. But apparently in this scene, he actually... apparently he was supposed to be like cutting a wig, but he cut some of his own hair too. So V, so that's pretty I guess funny and sad, depending on who you ask. Next up, we have a track called War of Hormones, or War of Hormone, and this was kind of according to my information, this was kind of a controversial situation. So apparently there's some lyrics in this that cause some stir-ups to happen, some controversy, some people got maybe offended, potentially some misogynistic lyrics. So we're gonna take a look for ourselves and see what we got. Okay, now you got to remember, a lot of the music I've listened to growing up is hip-hop music. A lot of the music I react to on the channel is some of the darker side of hip-hop, and so my threshold might be a little bit high, but let's see what people are talking about here. War of Hormone, here we go. Very cool intro. Okay, I maybe this is the start of some of that, but again, like, you know, my threshold, yeah, so. I really liked his flow on this. Okay. Okay, this is giving me vibes from, oh, what's the track, guys? It also has La La La's in it. It's super super catchy. I think I reacted to a version of it and then I reacted to it again after the album. Oh, I can't remember the name. You guys know what I'm talking about. But this is giving me that vibe, right? Um, I mean, for me, maybe because they're a K-pop band, um, or group, sorry, and Korea may be like more conservative, perhaps. Like a lot of I live in the Middle East now, so obviously it's very conservative here. Um, you know, Asian countries can be more conservative as well. Uh, Obviously, way more conservative than the West, I think. But I guess through that lens, maybe some of what's being said could be considered not great. But I didn't really think anything bad was said so far. Um, it's like if you're attracted to somebody and there's certain qualities that you find attractive, I don't think that that's necessarily a bad thing to say that. So maybe there's more. Maybe we haven't got to the bad part yet. I don't know. But so far, I think, and it sounds really good.
번씩 놀다 헤어질 여자들에게 관심 없지. 근데 널 보면 배워 빨리 건축학개론 묵직하게 증가하는 나의 테스토스테론 호르몬과의 싸움 이겨낸다. 연구해 너란 존재 반칙이야. 미적 기준이 바다면 넌 좀 심해 그 자체 국가 차원에서 가능해야 될 위험은 나 그냥 머리 파니.
That was a dope line though. If the standard of beauty is sea, you are the deep sea itself.
바다면 넌 좀 심해 그 자체 국가 차원에서 가능해야 될 위험은 나 그냥 머리 파니 허리다. 말 못하는 범위가 관심 없단 말이 남자로서 많이 허위상식. 장대수 하나의 돋보기가 널 니오게 범하는 지켜내 컴퓨터 그를 위한 ready first 여잔 차가운 빙상 let it go 난 미치게 하는 female 나 자극한 email 오늘도 호르몬과 싸움 후대 여드름을 떼
Burst my pimple. Yeah, listen, there's a lot of things that can happen when your hormones are going crazy, and that's one of those, So yeah, burst that pimple. I think that's what you said.
Tell me what you want right now. I'ma give it to you, girl, right now. 내 건 아니라지만 넌 최고. 네 앞에서 baby go in and in my. 네게 다가서고 싶지만 너무 심하게 아름다워. 여자는 최고의 선물이야. 진짜 내 소원은 너뿐이야. 난 너라면 난목해. 자제가 안 되네. 앞에도 최고, 뒤에도 최고. 머리부터 발끝까지 최고. 누구 때문에? 호르몬 때문에. 누구 때문에? 남자기 때문에. 여자 때문에. 누구 때문에? 여자 때문에. 누구 때문에? 호르몬 때문에. 누구 때문에? 여자 때문에. 남자기 때문에. 여자는 최고의 선물이야. 진짜 내 소원은 너뿐이야. 난 너라면 난목해. 자제가 안 되네. 앞에도 최고, 뒤에도 최고. 머리부터 발끝까지 최고. 앞에도 최고, 뒤에도 최고.
Wow, fantastic. Oh. Hey, he did it. Okay, I love when they're like messing around with each other like that. That's got to be my favorite. First of all, what a fantastic sounding song. The instrumental, the way they sung on it, the way they rapped on it, just everything sounded so good. And so far on this album, that's kind of the takeaway, like, you know, 3 tracks in. It sounds so good. I really like it. So, you know, I will say that, like, from my perspective and the places I've lived and the way that I you know, have like seen people talk about women, I don't think that this was like bad, you know. However, I am also open to knowing and understanding that different cultures view things in different ways. So perhaps from a Korean perspective, it might have been something that wasn't appropriate. So I completely, you know, respect that. Everybody has their own cultural beliefs and value system, and that's totally fine, and we need to respect that. Definitely comment down below. Let me know your thoughts about it. If there was a specific line, if something did rub you the wrong way and it was a specific line, comment down below. I'd love to get your perspective. But for me, I didn't really think it was bad. So I'm enjoying this album so far. Next up, track number 4, we have Hip Hop Lover. Okay. And I think this is going to be kind of like paying homage to hip hop. And if that's the case, I'm very excited. Let's see who they like.
People wonder why we love this HIP, HOP.
Tell me.
Shit. Why we got so much Yasmin's culture.
Hang on, let me go ahead and turn the CCs off for this one.
It was a new world. 평소에 그리 날씬한 그저 길은 내게 심청이 만나게 다가와 내가 못 뜨던 새 눈을 뜨게 해 But people keep asking baby why you love that hip hop shit. 그럼 나는 말해 이유는 원래 없어 cause it's hip hop. 별거 없어 에픽한 남들처럼 Jay-Z Nas 클래식한 음악과 또 dog style in my mind don't care one go ready to die Eminem과 The Chronic과 그 다음 영작 2001 Gangsta Black Star XB rockin' P rockin' CL's move this is keep poppin' 달고 사.
Okay. Listen, I absolutely love the people he just mentioned right now, because it's not so much about like if you like those artists or those artists' specific style. It's about the people who were the originators and they paved the way for everybody else. And those names that he mentioned, I mean, he's got KRS-One in there, you know? Knowledge reigns supreme over nearly everyone. Yeah, I mean, you know, you got to respect that. You have to respect that. I love that. And I'm very happy that this is what we're listening to. So sorry about that, but I just got excited. Illmatic, Doggy Style. Oh my goodness, come on, man. These are classics. Ooh. Respect.
할 말이 많아서 남들이 해주는 얘기도 부족하다 느꼈지 일단은 억지 거지 덧치 발라 가사 합치고 서지 That was it 내가 된 시점 학습 지사이백 이제 모두 아는 날 잠시 기워 그리고 지웠어 비웠어 빛 위에서만큼은 난 자유로 7년 전이나 지금이나 똑같아 이게 챌린지.
That's dope. Because he goes to those influences, and then after that he's going about like, you have influence and then you have the cause of that influence. And the cause was him trying to develop his style. And a lot of people who are initially learning to rap, a lot of what they do, and I'm speaking from personal experience, what I used to do is I had some of my favorite artists, and like if they were dropping new songs and stuff, I would take their verses and I would rewrite the verses. So like I would keep their same structure, keep the same line structure, and then be like, challenge myself, like, okay, how can you keep this line like 80% the same and change 20% of it? So change 20% of it and see what you can kind of come up with. And as time went on, I would change like 50% of it and then 70% of it and just kind of keep some basic ideas and stuff. And it was like a great way for me to see how a professional, like somebody who I thought was really good at this, put these things together and then eventually be able to be like, okay, now I'm just going to take the beat and then how would I approach this with 100% me, and then develop my own style. So that's a really common thing for a lot of people that are trying to get into rapping or learn how to rap, and a lot of them will share similar stories. Like, I know it's not exactly the same, but it's similar.
전이나 지금은 나 똑같아 이게 챌린지
Ooh, I like that.
힙합 몸으로 느끼며 개입함 부갈로 킹타 올스쿨 리듬 타 백해 외탁의 람과 혀를 밀착 두각을 나타내 지금은 랩 댄스 교재 팝이 my role model 다 듀버보이 해픽하이 서툰 나 이력 써서 무명계 무대를 fly.
Damn, that's a really humble thing to say after that. So my role model, dynamic duo, verbal with epic high. I'm not really sure about these. Maybe they're are these maybe Korean rappers, perhaps? Let me know down below in the comments if you know. But I love this next part. It's very humble. I'm still inexperienced breaking down my namelessness. They helped me get up when I didn't know anything. That's super dope, man.
아무것도 모른 날 일으켰지 매일 내 맘을 홀린 아티스트 링 몸으로 표현만 했었던 비교와 투팍의 나스나도 하나같이
So he just said Biggie, Pac, Nas. I mean, come on, man.
몸으로 표현만 했었던 비교와 투팍의 나스나도 하나같이 내 세상을 만들기 전에 cold world 비출 때부터 더 영감을 받고 써가는 고급 맥밀러 칸예 캔드릭 그들의 음악은 내 귀에 부딪혀 매우 미쳐 가게 태도를 잡아준 내 삶의 최고의 뮤지션 끝없는 딕션 alright 내 본능이 골라 어떤 랩이든 어떤 춤이든 감각적인 내 교감 이제 내 삶 속의 공간은 힙합으로 녹아 오늘도 wild for the night 내 몸은 feel like ASAP
Amazing artists being referenced there. We had Kanye, we had Kendrick, we had a number of artists he brought up. Kanye not so much recently for me personally, but I think Kanye's initial album run, I would personally venture to say his first 4 albums for me were first 5 albums for me were fantastic. So I don't know if everybody shares that opinion, but for me, I thought they were really good.
힙합은 찾아왔어 살며시 어린아이가 엄마를 찾듯이 자연스럽게 내 삶에 스며들었지 그 당시에 초등학생뿐이었던 나 그제서야 꿈을 재단해 Wanna rap 남들과 비슷한 삶이 혐오했던 꼬맹이의 조숙함 조리의 모두가 붙잡고만 하더라도 내 안에서 잘리는 고수와 힙합은 날 송두리째 뒤집어 나 그 어린 날 교과서 기둥위에 적어내렸던 나 60 덕분에 난 안 죽는 삶 뿌리치고 갔던 대구 남산동의 작업실에 날 던지고 밤새도록 갈았던 무슨 팬쪽에 날 노래 끝에 난 학창 시절에 받는 온수.
Yo, do you see what he said right there? All night I sharpened my blunt pen tip. Now I don't know if this is a error in translation. If it is, what I say may not make sense. Because if he really meant to say pencil, then that makes sense. You use a pencil, it gets blunt, then you sharpen it up. But if he actually meant pen tip, like a pen, you don't sharpen a pen. But what happens is, a lot of people can liken their pens to a weapon because it's their instrument to deliver their bars, right? you know, and so blunt meaning like it wasn't that dangerous, so I'm sharpening it all night, like I'm making it more dangerous, I'm making it more deadly. So that's a really dope line.
밤새도록 가라던 모든 팬쪽에 날 노래 끝에 난 결국 학창시절에 받는 언수 왜 대신해서 빼곡히 채워 같은 라임 덕이 dream come true 주위에서 다들 묻지 힙합이 뭐냐고 당당히 답을 하지 나의 전부라고 결과 내 인생 자체를 음악 안에 뼈 묻었어 이 문화를 사랑한 게지라면 난 곧 100번은 넘게도 죽었어.
Come on, man. Come on. Oh man, I love that. That made me really happy, guys. I love hearing about their influences, about their journeys starting with hip hop. I think everybody kind of has like their own version, and I love hearing it. That was awesome. The next track, let's see what we got, is Let Me Know. Looks like we're going to be getting some R&B here. And yeah, it says Suga wrote, produced, and directed the song, and it was released free to fans for 24 hours a few days before the album release as a surprise gift. That's pretty cool. That's awesome. So yeah, let me go ahead and refresh this and let's jump into Let Me Know.
된 선율 위에서 나 홀로 버티고 있어 이제 내게 말해줘 끝났단 걸 let me know 순간 단위로 눈 감인 뚝뚝뚝 비가 고여 네가 고여 숨만 쉬도 네가 보여 사랑은 벚꽃처럼 폈다가 쉽게 지는 게 맞나봐 꿈꾼 것처럼 우린 불꽃처럼 탔다가 쟤만 남게 됐잖아 hey girl 아너 네가 일방적으로 내린 결론 네 손이 멈춰도보다 뜨거운 또 너의 온기조차 사라질 선유 위에서 내 계속해서 제자리로 돌고래펴 마치 그 어진 악보 위에 나 홀로 돌고 있어 마무리된 선유 위에서.
Okay, I love tracks like this that give us something really soft in the chorus, but like the verse, we're still getting like, you know, a heavy rap verse right there. That was dope.
시간과 함께 사라지고 내 힘에 무너진 도미노 마치 줄리엣 로미오 너무 뜨겁게 너 좋아한 건지 너와 내 온기가 지켜지지 이제와 돌이켜 너와의 feel은 뭐 할까란 일은 네 생각과 지금 넌 나의 밤의 별을 가져가 어제 해를 가져가 결국 남은 건 하나 창구룸의 어둠만 그래.
Ooh, wow, that's crazy. You took away my stars at night, my sun at day, left me in darkness. Dang, man. You know, this is a dark song. Sorry. There was some good lines right there too. Sorry, I like bashed my wire. I think everything's still connected properly. You guys can hear me right. Yeah, anyways. Yeah, so there were some good lines here. Sorry, I just got completely thrown off by like almost destroying my whole setup here.
시드니 선율 위에서 나 홀로 버티고 있어 이제 내게 말해줘 끝났단 걸 let me know Girl let me know Girl let me know 이미 다 끝난 건 알고 있지만 미련이라도 남지 않기만 Girl let me know Girl let me know Girl let me know 뭐라도 말해줘 I just wanna know
Amen.
I just wanna know, 미련이 마침표 앞에서 버티고 있어 그러니 뭐라도 내게 말해줘 Let me know 바보 멍청이 알지 몰라 이미 다 끝난 사람 하나쯤 안고 살잖아 마음에 있는 건 아냐 될 수 없단 것도 알아 근데 가끔씩 제한 듯이 제한 듯이 다시 내 속에서 터질 것처럼 울컥 올라와 날 좋아하게 만든 네 상상 속에서 너무 싸우고 와해하고 널 이해해 네 손짓 네 눈빛 애매한데 사라지진 않을까
Interesting.
사라지진 않을까 사라지진 않을까 사라지진 않을까
Whoa. Did y'all hear that? Oh my goodness. That was crazy. That's a beautiful track, man. Definitely a change too, because we started off quite heavy and hard and strong, and now we have a really soft track, which I think is a great placement for that track as well. In terms of like the lyrical content, I will say that, this is a thing that I think a lot of people struggle with. For me, it feels like this is like where you're lacking closure, especially RM's verse at the end. You feel that you're left with these kind of like lingering issues and feelings and emotions because, there's not proper closure. And I think a lot of times people are afraid that they're going to hurt somebody's feelings or they don't want to make somebody feel bad, but it's always better to just be honest and like get things either be honest so that you can resolve things in a way to that, like, solve the problem together, or be honest so that you guys can reach a conclusion together, right? So that's just maybe my opinion. Jumping into the next track, we have Rain. It looks like we got another kind of more R&B style track, and yeah, let's find out what happens in this one. Rain. Starting with some rain.
달리는 차들 사방에 꿈틀대는 우산들 날씨는 흐림 공기는 맑음 연화색 배경에 난 왜 여기 멈춰섰을까 생각이 많은 건지 없는 건지 잘 몰라 바깥이 환해졌을 때쯤 잠에서 깨 피곤해지던 손으로 연신머리를 쓸었대 지난밤 완성치 못한 노래의 메모장 오늘은 끝낸다 눈 찔끔 감고 한숨 푹 쉬어보네 뭐라 변명해 말 지어보네 어차피 못한 거 그냥 아무 말이나 지어보네 시선을 돌린 창밖은 온통 회색빛 회색실 회색 빌딩 회색 길 위 회색빛 이 세상 모든 게 느려 잠에 섞인 동생 자꾸 말끝을 흐려 죄 없는 냉장고 또 유럽 따다더 밀려온 알 수 없는 허전함에 일단 나가야겠다고 생각하지 우산도 하나 없이 선명해 비들이 세상에 닿는 소리 피식 웃음 최고의 배경음악 미친놈처럼 콧노래를 흥얼거린다
I love that. I love how he's like kind of talking about not having like the motivation. He kind of describing like a lot of procrastinating, like, activities. He's talking about things that he could blame for distraction, like his brother talking, or like him, finding ways to distract himself, going to the fridge, opening and closing it, checking if something is inside. Yo, you checked it 5 minutes ago. If you didn't find something 5 minutes ago, when you go 5 minutes later and you check it again, there's not going to be anything there. That's a message to myself. I open that fridge sometimes. I'm like, just, I don't know, bored or something. And like, I'm like, I don't know, let me go see what's in there. The same thing that was in there last time. Okay, so I love that all of that stuff was kind of mentioned, and I love how he likened like being out in the music without an umbrella, being able to feel it and hear it, and how it's like music. That was really beautiful as well. This is jazzy. I think in the description it said jazzy too. Yeah, it does say. Yeah, 100%.
내리는 밤 창문을 놓고 하는 비는 때리지 마음을 시큰한 어깨를 잡고 확인한 문자 요즘 어때? 친구의 안부 문자는 나를 감성해줬기 만들지 눅눅한 빗방울의 향기 음악 들며 기계를 피 다음 난 화장실로 간뒤 잠에서도 갱고 속 내게 인사한대 만날 사람도 없는데 괜히 더 길게 샤워를 하지 숙소 가기 전에 비는 내리네 갈 곳도 딱히 없는데 우산을 챙긴 채 접어 걸어 정처 없이 더러워진 신발에 비는 존재를 알리듯 흔적을 새기네
My shoes get dirty as if the rain wants its existence to be known. What level of poetry am I listening to right now? What?
정처 없이 더러워진 신발에 비는 존재를 알리듯 흔적을 새기네 이처럼 난 너에게 빛처럼 흔적을 새긴 사람일까 그게 아니라면 갑자기 내린 소나기처럼 그저 왔다 가는 존재는 아닐까
Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, that's a crazy comparison. He's like talking about how the rain, because you're outside, there's going to be some dirt and stuff, so it's going to leave its mark. Whereas when you go for a shower, it's like cleaning everything off. So like, there's not really any mark left after the fact. So he's like, am I like the rain and am I leaving an impression and a mark on you? Or am I like the shower and it's just like, you do it and then it's over. You know what I mean? That's pretty dope, man. I like how he put that together.
예상이라도 한 듯 비가 내리고 있네 창문에 맺혀있는 빗물들 바라보면 느끼지 마치 내 맘속을 흐른 눈물들 미묘한 뒤로 밖을 보면 내 상황 같은 선율같이 내리는 비에 모두 다 안단테 준비를 하고 나가 내 인상처럼 구겨진 우산을 쫙 펴고 걸음의 빗소리를 듣는 순간 준비를 하고 나가 내 인상처럼 구겨진 우산을 쫙 펴고 걸음의 빗소리를 듣는 순간 이 비는 누구 위에서 내리는 걸까 쓸쓸한 회색 시멘트 위 부딪혀 때리는 천국 비가 오는 짙은 새 서울 그 위에 여전히 잠 못 이루는 내가 흐려지네 저 비가 그쳐 고인 물 위에 비춰진 오늘따라도 초라한 내가 그려지네 이 비가 멎어도 저 구름이 걷혀도 우두커니 서 있어 이 모습 그대로 아무 말도 안 할 채 세상을 내려다봐 거긴 아름답지 못한 내가 널 보고 있어
Wow, 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 wow.
보고 있어 In this way In this way
Go ahead and stop that. Yeah, that was beautiful, man. Especially that last part from Jimin was awesome. I really, really liked it. I think they did some really cool kind of like rain metaphors. The last one was interesting. I think it was J-Hope, and he was saying something about why it rains, and it was like the lonely concrete needs some company or something. It was something like that. But that was like really cool too. I enjoyed that. Yeah. But let's jump into the next one. It looks like we might be picking up the pace again because we have Cypher Part 3. Okay. Featuring somebody called Supreme Boy. Now, from my notes, it looks like Supreme Boy is perhaps a trainee, somebody who was going to join the group or work with the group. I'm not sure. Something like that. So let's jump into this and see what we're doing on Cypher Part 3.
네가 무엇을 하든 I will kill for 내가 무엇을 하든 I'll be real for 똑바로 봐 이게 바로 네가 밥하란 beast mode 남자는 담배 여자는 바람 필 때 I smoke beat it's a beat smoke Who the man told you crazy Who the fella told you crazy I'm better than your lazy 기본적으로 힙합하는 놈들보단 100번 열심히 살지 랩만만한 general too many general
Come on, tell him. Let's go.
기본적으로 힙합하는 놈들보단 100번 열심히 살지 랩만만한 general too many general 서쪽이 떠중이들한테 가처럼 애너로 무슨 verse 하나도 제대로 못 끌어가는 놈들이 랩이 나마가 용나를 하리도 그래서 여기는 지금도 똑같이 무슨 verse 하나도 제대로 못 끌어가는 놈들이 랩이 나마가 용나를 하리도 그래서 여기는 지금도 똑같이 전부 다 이렇게 랩을 하지 세 글자 아니면 죽을 다시 밖에 못 말해 다친 환자지 motherfucker 심각증 환자들 전부 사자들 back yourself and look at the mirror 가져라면 독창 motherfucker 시력증 환자들 전부 사자들 back yourself and look at the mirror 가져라면 독창적으로 좀 해봐 머서가 성인들이지 To the monster house, it's a cypher. I won't ride it like a biker. Oh shit, 거꾸로 돌려봐 비넌 하수고 난 구수하지. 실력이 파우치는 애들이 내 뒤에서 시윈 겁나 하지. Man, what you afraid of? 난 pit위에
That was dope. Yeah, that was dope.
파우치는 애들이 내 뒤에서 시윈 겁나 하지. Man, what you afraid of? 난 pit위에서 당당해. 넌 거진 다 주머니와 없는 실력까지 가난해. I only 집어시 cause I'm a star. I only shoot go ready boss. 난 아니야 butcher, but I'm a butcher. 네 살을 깎아버려 like a boss. 팍팍팍 뻔한 네 iPhone. 아니야 butcher, but I'm a butcher. 네 살을 깎아버려 like a boss. 팍팍팍 뻔한 네 iPhone. You don't need your airplane mode. 난 roaming 요금 몇십 돈. And you know I can take it more. 돈 벌어라 돌로. 바로 돌이나 돌파리도. 상파울로 to Stockholm. 니는 평생 못한 제일 잘해도. I see the dude in my turn. When no problem I kill. 난 웃기면 내 커리어에 나 반대는 삼촌. But I don't care. You can't control my shit. 불신을 참아낸 닌자가 돼 다시 돌아만 돼.
Okay.
정규의 관점. Cypher. 이 트랙이 나오면 hater들 완전. 암전. 불법인 이 시내 이 곡은 합법. 함정. 다 빠지게 제발. 다들 hey hey overrate. 터져 나와 swear. 어디 가든 짓지. 또 어디 가든 있지. 모든 힙들이
Yeah.
비례적인 외치 나 욕하기에 busy but 난 니트왔단 삐끼 모든 언니 call me 삐삐
What does Pippi mean?
욕하고 그래 네 상황이나 보고서 오라고 그래 난 안 부럽게 없어다 보라고 그래 나 비트비트 위 위글위글링 징글징글링 팅글팅글지 비글비글지 또 위글리글 힘 지금 링 위르위르 지배를 하는 신이를 모르게
Yo, I love RM. He did his thing. Supreme Boy, I don't know if that's like considered like a chorus maybe in this. But J-Hope is going off right now.
problem I
before you get into Suga's thing, yo, J-Hope's verse. I don't know if Suga's gonna do enough for it to top. Look, I like them all, but like I always gotta try to pick a favorite, and you know that's just how it is. J-Hope, that was crazy. That was super dope.
두 번째 길거리를 걸어다니는 수근된 내일은 태국에서 보트 아주 전까지 깔아놓은 내 비트한 택에 사방 걷어 살아 숨쉬는 내 음악들의 생길 난 비트란 작두로 타는 애기 무당 That's me 대비 속에 비친 내 모습 하나 가게 무셔 분명 안에 너의 새치 서로 객기 부려봤자 그건 래핑 뭔가 챙이 넌 피기들은 땡기 생각 나는 너의 새치 서로 객기 부려봤자 그건 래핑 뭔가 챙이 넌 피기들은 땡기 생각 때리는 몫이가 나의 패왕 랩을 금방 떠난 래퍼들 보잡들을 잡아다 넉락시켜버리는 내 소잡 고작 그따위 말로 날 급딜해봤자 난 더 강해져 불가사의 난 니들의 시기 질투를 먹고 자르는 불가사의 알다시피 내 목소린 좀 떨리 남자든 여자든 내부터 홍콩을 보내는 유연한 내 연노래 이목이 사수위 난 항상 정상 위의 정상 세상 위 멈추지 않는 달기 누가 내 뒤에서 나를 연맥이던 니들이 저럴 때 우리 새 게임 중 나이를 훔치고 처박은 내기든 내 기준에서는 너도 알겠어 줘 내가 못 베기든 내가 못 베기든 어쨌든 저쨌든 가요계 새기든 이름은 건네기 택기에 세리는 폭풍 기사대기 탑탑탑 이들은 많지 but no problem I kill 나 무트윙에 내 코리아에 나 파괴의 삼킬 but I don't care you can't control my shit 불신을 참아 내 진짜가 돼 다시 놀아봤지.
Wow, that was crazy. I like Supreme Boy on the chorus for the Cypher. I thought that was pretty good. I think like I like them all, but I think if I was to rank it, I'm gonna put J-Hope number 1, Suga number 2, but it's close. I just thought that the variety that we got from J-Hope made his verse like very special. Suga gave us an incredible flow switch at the end, which I think really brought him close for me personally, and then RM third. So I thought that was great. I really enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys thought of it down below. I don't know if you guys, I don't know. Whenever I see Cypher, I'm just like, okay, who did the best? That's just how I kind of am, which might not be a good way to be, but it's just who I am. Okay, so we have What Are You Doing, which I believe is just an interlude. So let's just jump straight into it. Hey. I love it. Very short, sweet, sounded great. Awesome. Great. Let's jump on to the next one, which is a song now. We have Can You Turn Off Your Phone? Okay, so apparently this is something that can be likened to Spine Breaker, so something more of like a, social, bringing awareness to a social issue, some social commentary, that style of song, I think is what we're going into with this one. Sorry guys, my allergies are acting up a little bit, and in the setting up of my office, I have so many things that I don't need, but I don't have a tissue box, so that's brilliant. Cool. Great job. Let's jump into this one. Can you turn off your phone, please? They're not saying please, but I'm saying please. Here we go. Sorry.
Cell phones, lost friendship. Where are you, my friend?
핸드폰 좀 꺼줄래 모두가 스마트하다지만 점점 멍청해지잖아 센스 있다는 듯 살짝 궁은데 난 전혀 안 웃겨 몇 달 만에 본 너 왜 또 인기 남인 척 로또라도 맞았어
로또라니 정신 차려 새 폰으로 바꿨잖아 친구 정보화 시대야 알다시피 대한민국 인구 절반 이상이 스마트한 21세기 얼굴 보고 얘기하는 건 한물가문 나라야 오랜만에 만났으면서 왜 또 그렇게 싸워 일단 밥 한 끼가 우리다워 여자 친구들이냐 네 세폰이 아까워 군대 간 영수처럼 싫다 이러더라 마법 어디 갈래 안아줘
Yeah, man, I'm with this. But let's let it keep going before I say too much.
네 세폰이 아까워 군대 간 영수처럼 싫다 이러더라 마법 어디 갈래 안아줘 어디 갈래 여기가 제일 핫스팟 같아 밥 먹고는 뭐해 우리 식상한 PC방은 그만 아니 근데 사람이 많다는 정도
어쩔래 모두가 스마트하다지만 우린 점점 멍청해지잖아 핸드폰 좀 꺼줄래 얼굴 보고 미션 날려 좋아요는 나 필요 없어 미웠어 잠금 해체 미웠어 잠금 해체 미웠어 너의 미웠어 너의 미웠어 잠금
Nice.
해체 미웠어 잠금 해체 놓쳐 너의 놓쳐 너의 음식을 눈으로 먹냐 여자 애니처럼 사진 좀 찍지 마라 내 입맛 떨어져 또 오면 타기 바쁘겠지 얼굴 체가님 짹짹이에 인생은 3D 안에 얼굴 보고 짹짹대
짹짹대 넌 탭탭하면 캑캑대 밥알 띄어 그놈의 핸드폰으로 백백 더 맞아야지 정신 좀 들겠냐 네 배터리 없을 때 우린 충전 되겠냐
Ah, that was dope. Battery charge. Yo, that was dope. That was really dope the way he did that.
배터리 없을
Because right before that he said,
밥알 띄어 그놈의 핸드폰으로 백백 더 맞아야지
do I need to hit your face? Face. Do I need to hit you for you to snap out of it? And then he did the battery charge. That's dope.
정신 좀 들겠냐 네 배터리 없을 때 우린 충전 되겠냐 핸드폰 좀 꺼줄래 아니면 주머니에 넣어줄래 요즘 모두가 스마트해졌다지만 시대는 좋아졌지만 두 배로 서두르네 가끔 그리워 서로 얼굴 보고 얘기 나눠대던 그때가 소통은 많아졌지만 우리들 사이에 시끄러운 침묵만 핸드폰 좀 꺼줄래 모두가 스마트하다지만 우리 점점 멍청해지잖아
Yup.
핸드폰 좀 꺼줄래 얼굴 보고 미션 날려 좋아요는 난 필요 없어 메시지도 셀카도 난 다 필요 없는 걸 난 핸드폰도 음식도 아닌 널 보러 온가 야 이건 좀 아니야 우리가 어떤 사이야 듣기만 해도 행복했잖아
Bro, Jimin be hitting some crazy notes and riffs in the songs. Yeah, that was fire. So I wanted to kind of save my thoughts for the end. I will say that for me personally, I think this is a great reminder because I've been working really hard to use my phone less. With Apple, you get like report every week of like your screen time, and so like I've been trying to consistently see it either. From the beginning, I was trying to consistently see it get lower, but now I'm trying to consistently see it either stay the same or get lower, so that I can try to use it less. Sometimes it's hard. I feel like the last week or so with like current events in the US and all the madness that's been happening, my screen usage went like through the roof. But you know, it's just, obviously you're going to have moments like that on a regular basis. I want to try to be more present. Now, the good thing is that, you know, when I'm in social situations, I'm interacting with people, I try not to touch it unless, like, you know, my wife's trying to get in contact with me, or like I know something important is happening and I need to be available. But outside of that, I try not to look at it and try not to touch it. Be present in the moment. I think that's really important. Even at the gym, you know, I once upon a time used to like scroll in between sets, but now it's like I play the music is playing in my ear, and now the only reason I need to pick up my phone is if my wife's contacting me because something's going on, or if I need to change to like some other song or some other album or something that I'm listening to, or some other playlist. So I 100% agree. I think like it's killed our, you know, social interactions. It's destroyed, I think, a generation's ability to interact in person and socialize in person. Maybe not everybody. Maybe it's also a part of it could be not understanding a new form of people interacting with each other. But you know, I do think that it is an addiction, and it's something that you got to try to reduce. I'm not going to come on here and say never use your phone, put it down all the time. But like if you're using it for X amount, right? Let's throw out a crazy number. Maybe you're on your phone 10 hours a day, like something really high. I hope if you use it for 10 hours and I said crazy, please, I'm not trying to be offensive. Just giving an example. But let's say that you're like, okay, this next week I'm going to try to use it 9. You know, it's like small changes over time and you'll adapt to not having to use it all the time. Sorry, I'm a little bit hungry. Okay, let's jump into the next track. We still have 5 tracks to go, right? Yeah, 5. This first one is Embarrassed. Okay. Apparently the title of this track in Korean means blanket kick. Yeah, okay. As in, you know, you're so embarrassed of something that you did in front of someone that you like, and you remember it later on, and you're in bed, and you're like kicking the blanket out of embarrassment. Very specific, but definitely something that, you know, most of us have probably done at least once in our life. So I think that's pretty funny. Let me go ahead and reload this. Let's see what these guys did.
1, 2, 3, 4. 나 가지가지 하다 나 못되겠어 왜 자꾸 이상해질까 항상 네 앞에서 난 유치원생도 아닌데 모든 게 다 유치해 사실 내가 방금쯤 말 장난보다 좀 더 유치해 Look at my eyes 짓고 좀 말은 진심이 아려 이 한마디가 겁나 어렵더라 아 관심 있다고 내게 해가 되기 부끄러 차가운 달이 됐지만 그 후로 자꾸만 들어 침대 바닥에 입을 파도 철새 미친 놈처럼 펄쩍 뛰다 창피함을 UFC로 승화시키는 게 내 업적 하이킥도 날렸다가 젠폭으로 맞췄다가 파운딩 했다가 입을 젖뜨고 막 또 하수연하다가 Give me that rhythm 내 손을 펴줄 이미 너 이미 내게 가사며 줄 그 이상이야 근데 내 입으로 무슨 죄야 물어내 그냥 네가 있으면 Only you
Yo, excuse me, sir.
왜 그랬을까 머리 빙빙 죄 없는 입을 만차 king 너의 눈, 입 따라서 시선이 이동 죄송하지만 제발 오해는 말아줘 널 보면 주체를 못해 이거 참 주책인 건데 말은 침 꿀꺽 삼키면 말하지 물 대신 건배 차지도 않는데 취한 척 대실이 애겨 연필도 아닌데 자꾸 내게 흑심이 생겨 이런 시커먼 맘 혹시 눈치챘을까 보심은 숨기려 해도 안돼 마른 새손만 어느새 시간은 틱탁 흘러가서 내 집 앞에 다다랐을 때께 내 분위기 잡고 이번엔 진짜 미친 척하고 찐한 키스나 한번 해볼까 하며 어깨를 잡고 근데 때마침 울린 한 통의 전화 언제 들어오냐는 너의 아버님의 전화 Oh my god, oh my god 분위기 좋았는데 자기 전 괜히 이불에 화풀이 좋았는데
I love that. I love that there's also a version of this included where like things were actually going well. From his perspective, I mean, obviously we don't know if the girl also thought that, but from his perspective, things were going well, and somebody else causes it not to, finish well, I guess, and so you're still thinking about it, like, oh God, maybe it could have, happened a little bit sooner, or why'd they have to call right then? I love this. I think this is really funny and very relatable, especially to a younger crowd, I think, which like might be going through it now. For someone like me, it's like memories of this happening.
하다가 다가갔지 할까 말까 하다가 해버렸지 야심찬게 과장난 스킨십과 또 앙타 근데 내 화살은 너랑 관역을 자꾸 피하기만 해 어딜까 내 맘은 거길까 내가 왜 그때 그랬을까 오늘도 잠 못 드는 밤 침대 위 이불은 내 샌드백 키키키 Only you 그랬을까 머리 빙빙 죄 없는 이불만 차 king 예뻐 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 Only you Only you Only you
Solid track. I think I found that like a very funny, cute, relatable track. Like lyrically, you're talking about things that, again, most of us, maybe somebody's just had a perfect track record and never done anything embarrassing and never felt like, oh, why did that happen? At the end of the day, like, if that's you, that's awesome. You lived an awesome life in this regard. But I think for most of us, we've probably had at least one or several moments like this, and you're just laying there at night replaying a moment and like, man, why did I do that? What was I thinking? Or, oh, I can't believe that happened. And I think that they captured that really, really well. So jumping into the next track, we have 24/7 equals Heaven. Explores the excitement, anticipation of love, where every day with the loved one feels like a special day. Okay. Yeah, this sounds like, in some contrast to an earlier track, it sounds like it might be like honeymoon phase a little bit. You know what I mean? I love my wife. I love my wife very, very much. I want to, spend a lot of time with her. But sometimes you also need your own space. That's all I'll say about that. I mean, like, we love spending time with each other. I'll just share this real fast. We had to do a lot of drives as we were moving. We moved across 2 weeks. So we had 2 weeks leading up to the big moving day when we hired movers and a big truck. They were going to come and move all the furniture, but we wanted to try and move the smaller things ourselves, move the boxes in ourselves, so that we could try to have the house set up to be functional on day one. Especially with the kids, it's just a big advantage to like come into a place where you have a microwave, you have like, you know, just things that need to be there, a play area, like things like that. And so when we had like a lot of stuff to take, we would be taking 2 cars from the rental house we were living in to this house and then driving back. And so basically we would get in the cars there after we loaded them all together, right? We had just had dinner together, and then we get in our separate cars, and then, you know, the phone rings and I answer it, and it's my wife calling me, and then we talk in the car, or like on the phone, driving in the 2 cars all the way here. And then we spent the entire time together here, putting the house together, bringing the boxes, everything, and then get back in the car, call, and then on the phone all the way back home. So, you know, we love talking to each other. We love spending time with each other. We've been together for 4 years married in like 2 days. Oh God, I'm in trouble. I got to do something. Oh my gosh. Yeah. And 7 years together. Oh my gosh. But this snuck up on me really bad. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to focus for the rest of this. Oh no.
하루 종일 네 생각만 했지 기대했던 첫 데이트 내게는 왠지 특별한 날이 될 듯해 I can be a gentleman cause I'm your boyfriend 고민 끝에 밤을 꽂다 태워버렸지만 아침에조차 깨지 않은 시간 하루가 왜 이렇게 긴지 초침이 괜히 밉지 너랑 사귀게 된 뒤부터 made up them feeling All night girl I think about you all night girl 내일이면 그댈 보게 돼 And I don't know what to say Sunday 기다려왔던 Sunday How we do oh yeah
Ooh, nice.
시간에 조금만 빨리 달려줘 너를 만나는 Sunday 상상만 했던 Sunday 오늘은 한숨도 못 잘 것 같아 너와의 첫 데이트 자꾸만 애처럼 설레 요즘은 Sunday 너라는 해 같은 Sunday 너와의 첫 데이트 자꾸만 애처럼 설레 요즘은 Sunday 너라는 해 같은 Sunday 내일은 꿈꾸던 데이트 나참 예쁜 별과 예쁘다 나 비추는 빛 오늘따라도 모든 세상이 나 위한 것 같아 right 오늘 밤만큼은 빼면 너 위해서야 darling 만약 시간이 너란 주식이라면 투자를 하지 너와 입을 all choice 옷장은 포위 내 맘은 noise 나는 콧소리 네 생각
Okay, that is a fantastic flow that he went into right there.
만약 시간이 너란 주식이라면 투자를 하지 너와 입을 all choice 옷장은 포위 내 맘은 noise 나는 콧소리 네 생각만 가득했지 하루 종일 오늘 밤까지 네 환상에 잠 못 이루겠지 All night girl I think about you all night girl 내일이면 그댈 보게 돼 And I don't know what to say Sunday 기다려왔던 Sunday How we do oh yeah 시간아 조금만 빨리 달려줘 너를 만나는 Sunday 상상만 했던 Sunday 오늘은 한숨도 못 잘 것 같아 자꾸 거울을 보고 괜히 심장이 뛰어 I don't wanna say no more Feel like I don't wanna say no more I know oh no I know 안 들어 내 매일은 일요일처럼 자꾸만 해처럼 설레 요즘은 Sunday 너라는 해 같은 Sunday 너와 내 첫day 자꾸만 해처럼 설레 요즘은 Sunday 너라는 해 같은 Sunday.
I like that. I like the concept. I like the lyrics. They sounded good. The thing I struggled with in this particular track, and I struggle with in music in general, is when there's a lot going on, like especially when it got to the chorus parts. So in the first parts, it felt like the instrumentation kind of like simplified a little bit, to allow us to kind of pay attention to what they're saying in the verses. But when the chorus was there, it kind of just felt like a wall of sounds coming at me. And I think when I listen to songs that have a lot of that, I struggle with those parts. And I definitely struggled with that part. But I thought everything else I really enjoyed. And I enjoyed the concept. I think they nailed the anticipation, the, like, you know, the way that you build up this moment and the way time feels like it slows down and you're like, you know, waiting for the end of the week and you're like, okay, it must be Wednesday now. And then you look and you're like, oh shoot, it's still Monday. What? Obviously that's on a larger scale, but yeah, it can definitely feel that way when you're like really putting a lot on a moment and you're really looking forward to it. So I love that they were able to convey that feeling, right? We got 3 tracks left. Next up is Look Here. Looks like we got a very flirty hip-hop R&B style track. Yeah, someone that you're interested in or you have a crush on, but they're playing hard to get. That's kind of the information I have going into this one. Here we go.
What's poppin', girl?
Oh.
만났네.
Is this supposed to sound like that Justin Timberlake? Senorita, it kind of sounds like a little bit. Is that the one?
What's poppin', girl?
A little bit.
또 만났네. What's wrong with you?
처음에는 단지 호기심 으로 시작해 내게 관심을 보이지 Holy shit 그래 네가 날 도우시 해도 내게 빠져드는 시간 범이네 제발 우린 어울리지 네가 없는 나는 빛이 일어서 그리고 싶은 너의 그자를 노래 토끼 굴그라프리 너 없는 하루란 담아 그건 트라지 우리 만남은 우연이 아니야 너를 만난 건 내 바람이었어 너는 꽃이고 나는 벌이야 너는 꿀이고
Oh, there's a lot of influences I'm feeling in this. There's some components of this that remind me a little bit of Pharrell. I definitely feel a little bit of like Michael Jackson influence in here. The initial start of the song, the way the strings came in, that felt like that track from Justin Timberlake. I'm feeling a lot of different influences, but it's very catchy, very nice to listen to, and they're delivering on it really well so far.
이제 내게 줘봐 여기 봐 도망가지 마 여기 봐 도망가지 마 여기 봐 도망가지 마 조만간 네가 날 원할 테니까 외롭다고 징징댈 땐 이미 늦었어 네 아름다운 매력 내가 알아버렸어 Baby come on 처음엔 10번 문자에 한 번 답장하던 너 먼저 전화해 하루 종일 나만 찾아대 여기 봐
Hey, that's definitely turning it around. It was hard to get. She replied once every 10 times you texted her. That's tough. But now she calls first. All right, you did it.
나란 남자 너에게 다가가 대충 인정해줘 너 위에 달린 내게 아주 재채기 같은 말을 해도 bless you 지루하면 내 모습 매주 데뷔한 듯이 너 향해 가족의 뭐 바래 너도 나와 함께 사랑의 바다 항해 넌 도둑난 경찰 훔친 가슴에 너 없으면 외로운 도시 속에 나그네 너를 원해 우연이 아니야 너를 만난 건 내 바람이었어 너는 꽃이고 나는 벌이야 너는 꿀이고 나는 곰이야 어쩌면 책임듯이 말이 술술 나올까 어딘지 모르게 넌 나를 닮은 것 같아 너무 예뻐 넌 느낌이 좀 나 미련이 터져 이제 내게 줘봐
Oh, you know who else I'm feeling? Robin Thicke. There's like a specific song too that like is resembling, but definitely getting some Robin Thicke like vibes in there too.
여기 봐 도망가지 마 여기 봐 도망가지 마 여기 봐 도망가지 마 조만간 네가 날 원할 테니까 외롭다 징징대던 이미 늦어서 네 아름다운 매력 내가 알아버려서
Love you relax in the way, love you is about my rhyme. Baby, come on, take it there, come on, show me what you got. You sexy girl, 나한테 그게 중요해. 내 이상형 춘다, 우리 결혼해. 내 일상에 피처링 중에 너, 몸무게는 95kg. 널 떨칠 수 없어, 넌 미워. 오늘도 이렇게. 너는 pretty 아닌 pretty, 용은 진리 아닌 미치. 용화진이 람보르기니, 비마티니, 위니, 미니. 넌 비키니와 마티니, 또 멀시리 참아지지. 넌 미미니, 같이 지니, 싸대 이니, 미니, 마니. 여기서 날 잡아 꺼내줘. Let me spit 좀만 제발 변해줘. 하고 있어 봐, let me walk with you. 우쭈쭈 그랬죠, 해줘.
Wow, I love the different things that he did with his delivery in that. Especially with the mini eeny mini, like he kind of did a long play on that. That was dope.
하고 있어 봐, let me walk with you. 우쭈쭈 그랬죠, 해줘.
여기 봐 도망가지 마 여기 봐 도망가지 마 여기 봐 도망가지 마 조만간 네가 날 원할 테니까 외롭다 징징대던 이미 늦어서 네 아름다운 매력 내가 알아버려서 처음에 10번 문자에 한 번 답장하던 너 먼저 전화해 하루 종일 나만 찾아대 여기 봐 도망가지 마 여기 봐 도망가지 마 여기 봐 도망가지 마 여기 봐
Awesome. Yeah, I really enjoyed that, and like just thinking about the different artists and different like producers and tracks that it kind of made me think of. That was really cool. What's that? Can't help but see things like that. What is that? Got my attention. Let's go ahead and close this one. We got 2 tracks left. This one is called Second Grade. Why is it called Second Grade? Okay, so this is talking about their second grade of being idols, or basically like that's how busy they were in their first year. But second year of being K-pop artists, right? So let's see what they're feeling in their second year. I'd love to find out.
눈 깜짝할 새이 한년이 돼 또 방아쇠 는 당겨 cause time flowing fast Still every day Bang it bang it Still every day Bang it bang it 눈 깜짝할 새이 한년이 돼 꿈만 죽고 내가 잊지 못해 부르네 Every day Bang it bang it Still every day Bang it bang it 난 별로 달라진 게 없어 baby 가요계 2학년 아직도 가시부 baby 마음의 킴만 cause 나는 광년 1등 baby 받았어 신인상도 복도를 돌아다니다 보면 받았을
Was that his height? I'm still one.
게 없어 baby 가요계 2학년 아직도 가시부 baby 마음의 킴만 cause
Nice.
나는 광년 1등 baby 받았어 신인상도 복도를 돌아다니다 보면 받았을 후배들 인사도 이젠 좀 알 것 같아 리허설도 능숙하게 일러 후배로 생기고 이젠 좀 나로 나가는 것 같아 근데 눈앞에 5, 6년차 선배들 그제 느끼지 아직 멀기만 한 현주를 대중 선생님들은 작년까진 부담 안 져 고 1학년
I like that because that's kind of like acknowledging that you're doing really well. So if it's their second year, that would be called sophomore, right? First year is called freshman, second year is called sophomore, third year would be called junior. When he's talking about these juniors being like, below him, so he's doing better than expected or better than his timeline would be expected, right? But then there's also some humility in it, talking about the seniors that are 5 or 6 years above. I'm still far away, so I like that he's got both sides to it.
아직 멀기만 한 현주를 대중 선생님들은 작년까진 부담 안 줘. 고1 학년 신이라며 괜찮다며 나를 앉혀놓고 세상이 얼마나 차가운지 몇 가지 덕으로 알려주지. 선입견 악플 이중 잔대 역사 그리고 뭔가 선생님 여기 또 수능이 있나요? 1등하면 성공한 가수인가요? 그런 것도 좋지만 음악이 하고 싶어요. 일단 내 학원대로 할게 날 좀 냅둬요. Work it out 24시간 Burn it out 불태우는 순간 오늘의 사랑 눈 깜짝할 새이 학년이 돼 또 방아쇠를 당겨 Cause time flowing back Still everyday Bang it Still everyday Bang it 눈 깜짝할 새이 학년이 돼 꿈만 쫓던 내가 이제 무대에 불을 내 Still everyday Bang it 실제가 실품 선생님이 말했지 수능은 잡아야지 수능 선생님 우리도 사람이에요 수긍의 수긍 오늘은 탁 때려치고 후배들 놀리러 나가볼까 오늘 나 PC방으로 전부 점
I don't think I've ever been in a PC cafe. Yeah, like my brother sometimes used to go to those like I guess that's what you would call it, where you can go like, set up and play games and stuff. But I've never done that. But yeah, he's doing the same thing, right? Teasing. He's like, they want to tease some of the juniors.
24시간 불태우는 순간 오늘의 사랑 눈 깜짝할 새이 학년이 돼 또 방아쇠를 당겨 Cause time flowing back Still everyday Bang it Still everyday Bang it 눈 깜짝할 새이 학년이 돼 꿈만 쫓던 내가 이제 무대에 불을 내 Still everyday Bang it Still everyday Let's go
2년차 랩 좀 쓸어내겨 보자면 다행해서 막아냈어 아직은 내 성이 계속해서 달려와 고작 양년이 돼서 이상과 현실 사이에 걸리면 눈치 따윈 보지 않아 걸린 대로 막 나갈 것
Gulliver's Travels reference?
고작 양년이 돼서 이상과 현실 사이에 걸리면 눈치 따윈 보지 않아 걸린 대로 막 나갈 것 해강경 끼고 내들 옆으로 출마출 돌이켜보면 완전 피말려 닥쳐 이제 난 2학년이건 대신에 시발점 꼭꼭 숨어라내 참 머리가 다 보일라 선배든 후배든 선생이든 Get the
눈 깜짝할 새이 학년이 돼 또 방아쇠를 당겨 Cause time flowing back Still everyday Bang it Still everyday Bang it 눈 깜짝할 새이 학년이 돼 꿈만 쫓던 내가 이제 무대에 불을 내 Still everyday Bang it Still everyday Let's go
I like that. There's going to be like positives and negatives, and at the end of the day, there's going to be learning experience. I think RM's part had a, section talking about just like some of the negative things that you're going to experience, and they're basically like your teachers. They're teaching you what the world is like and how to basically adapt and be able to make it through stuff like that. There's going to be negative comments. There's going to be all this stuff. And this is something I find myself getting trapped into on a much smaller scale, obviously. But sometimes, I could get like 100 nice positive comments, and the 101st comment is a negative one. And, it just so happens that when I open my YouTube app to check, okay, how are things going today? It gives you a preview of like your recent comments, like on the front page. So it'll show your So from the studio page on your phone, it'll show like your subscribers and then some statistics like how many views you've gotten in the last month, how many subscribers, things like that. And then on the bottom section, it'll give you a preview of recent comments. And so let's say the most recent comment on a video is a negative one. You open your app, you're like checking it for the first time, and the first thing you see is something negative. It can really be hard to kind of shake, and you're not looking at the bigger picture that that was one comment out of 100, but that's the one that you saw, and it just like digs at you. And it's a learning experience. It's something that I've had trouble with, and I still sometimes have trouble with. I'll sometimes be in the middle of a reply and be like, what am I doing? And then just delete it and then like leave it alone and not say anything. And there's other times where I don't do a good job and I do reply or I mention it in a video, and it just, highlights the negativity. And that's a very specific aspect of many things that they talked about, but it's a thing that requires you to adapt and to learn. So I really like that they shared that aspect. All right, we got the outro, guys. This is it. We got the singers taking the lead.
Listen. 그게 말이 돼. 그게 말이 돼. 그렇게 쉽게 우리 사랑이 변한다는 게 아무도 모르게 괜찮아 보이게 널 만나다가도 네 표정 하나에 지금 울고 있어. Explain it, explain it, explain it, girl. My baby, explain it, explain it. 네가 죽을 만큼 믿지마. 지금도 네 생각이 나는 걸.
Okay.
내 숨이 터질 듯한 너의 그 눈빛 날 잡던 너의 손가락 그 하얀 손가락 그땐 영원할 것만 같았었는데 시간이 갈수록 넌 더 떨어졌어 너무 차가워진 네 말투와 표정 우리 관계는 계속 제자리를 돌고 도는데 널 말은 난 하지만 다 알고 있어 맘 안에 더 이상 내 자리가 없단 걸
Oh, tough.
그게 말이 돼 그게 말이 돼 그렇게 쉽게 우리 사랑이 변한다는 게 아무도 모르게 괜찮아 보이게 널 만나다가도 네 표정 하나에 지금 울고 있어 Explain it, explain it, explain it, explain it, explain it, my baby Explain it, explain it 네가 죽을 만큼 믿지마 지금도 네 생각이 나는 걸
Very nice, like pleasant sounding way to end it. But the like lyrical content was obviously not that pleasant. We're talking about a love ending not so great and feelings changing, and that's a very difficult thing to deal with. Um, and it sometimes does when you're on the receiving end. It some like let's say you still have feelings, but the other person has changed. When you're on the receiving end, it feels like it happens overnight. Maybe for the other person, it's something that's been happening over a long period of time, things building up, feelings changing over time, and cooling off. And so for them, it's not like that. But for you on the receiving end, it can 100% feel like, well, yesterday we were just fine. What happened? And this is a reality. So I love again that we're rooting so much of the music in relatable subject matter, things that people experience and feel. every day, different phases of their lives, and I absolutely love that. Overall, guys, I thought this was a great album. I think that the opening tracks started out so strong. I mean, like as I'm scrolling back up here and just looking, I love the album all the way through, but for me, these opening tracks, just in terms of songs that you could listen to, in terms of like from a mainstream lens, I think they sounded fantastic. Danger and War of Hormone. I thought they were so catchy. The beats were incredible. The performances on them were so good. And then you get into some deeper tracks as you're going deeper into the album, and now you're starting to get more into an artistic vibe. And I love that we're kind of exploring those different sounds. And I'm assuming that's going to continue to happen as we listen to more albums. Yeah, that was awesome. I have some suggestions given to me for some live reactions from this era before we move on to the next album. So I will surprise you guys with those. I won't say what they are now, but I'll surprise you with them. If you guys are still here, I greatly appreciate your patience. I greatly appreciate you spending your time with me. I hope you have an amazing day, and I will see you next time.